Very deep. Perfect.
Okay, you can look now.
You know what? No one else can say they've been tattooed by Kyle Richards.
No, there you go.
Two women. One, a Beverly Hills matriarch, Kyle Richards. The other, a rising country star, Morgan Wade. Together, they sparked a firestorm when friendship started to look like something more.
Would you ever date a woman?
Yep. Tonight, we cut through the noise. We'll separate what's real from what's rumor. Tattoos, music videos, reunion reveals, leaked texts, and the strange contradictions that turned curiosity into controversy. Expect the on-camera receipts, the tabloid claims, and the shady timeline that kept fans guessing. This is the story of Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade, the blurred friendship that turned into a Bravo-fueled mystery. The story didn't begin in the shadows of gossip blogs. It began in the spotlight. In 2023, Kyle Richards appeared in Morgan Wade's music video Fall in Love with Me. This wasn't a casual cameo. Kyle was cast as Morgan's love interest, a choice that immediately turned heads. The video was filled with lingering touches, longing glances, and almost kiss moments that looked less like acting and more like chemistry. Within hours of the video's release, Bravo fans clipped the scenes and spread them across TikTok. The speculation was instant. Was this simply artistic collaboration, or was there more brewing off-screen? Then came Bravo itself. On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, cameras captured Kyle tattooing Morgan Wade. This wasn't a blink-and-you'll-miss-it scene. Producers zoomed in on the needle, on the intimacy, and on the reactions of Kyle's co-stars. In Bravo editing, nothing is shown without intention. And the choice to spotlight a tattoo session between Kyle and Morgan ensured that it would be remembered, discussed, and replayed. And finally, the reunion. In front of her castmates, host Andy Cohen, and a national audience, Kyle admitted she was curious about kissing Morgan. That word, curious, wasn't forced, wasn't edited in, wasn't hearsay. It came directly from Kyle Richards. With just 3 public events, a sensual music video, an on-camera tattoo, and a reunion confession, a narrative was born. Whether it was truth or performance didn't matter. The ambiguity was enough to light the match. Tattoos might seem minor, but in Bravo culture, nothing is minor. Everything is a symbol. Everything is a clue. Kyle Richards, long portrayed as the polished Beverly Hills wife and mother, began showcasing more tattoos on her own body. Fans noticed, co-stars commented. For Kyle, the body art marked a subtle transformation in image, but when she tattooed Morgan Wade on camera, it escalated from personal choice to public spectacle. To Bravo watchers, it looked like intimacy. To tabloids, it looked like proof. Gossip headlines suggested Kyle and Morgan were secretly bonded through ink, and online sleuths began comparing the women's tattoos as if they were codes to be cracked.
As you guys know, Morgan Wade is a country singer. Kyle and her have been linked together for quite some time now, with so many countless dating rumors, and Kyle's latest tattoo has fans spiraling because this is obviously a cowboy hat, and a lot of fans are thinking that this is another piece of the puzzle, which is this romance that Kyle has never confirmed between her and Morgan. And we know that Kyle, in the most recent season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, also tattooed her initial on Morgan's body.
Social media accelerated the spiral. TikToks dissected still frames of tattoos. Instagram fan accounts claimed the ink symbolized loyalty or romantic ties. Suddenly, body art wasn't just body art. It was part of a love story conspiracy. And instead of shutting the speculation down, Kyle fed it. Each appearance with Morgan, each Instagram post, each comment became another breadcrumb. Whether she intended to or not, Kyle was building the very narrative she asked fans not to spread.
She was on tour at the time, and then she was going to be playing at Stagecoach. And she said, I want to come do this for you, to support you for, the event for Laureen. But then you have to be in one of my videos. I didn't really know the creative behind it until I got there. And I said to the director, I've never actually kissed anybody on camera, let alone a woman or off camera.
Right.
So I was very nervous and, anxious. But I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, I was obviously curious in order to say yes.
Bravo reunions are their own brand of theater. Cast members sit under hot lights, Andy Cohen stirs the pot, and editing sharpens every hesitation into drama. But no amount of editing can insert a word that wasn't said. Kyle admitted on camera that she was curious about kissing Morgan Wade. The word was simple, but it carried weight. In the Bravo universe, words become weapons, headlines, and receipts. The confession didn't prove an affair. It didn't confirm a romance, but it validated the suspicions that had been swirling. Fans pointed back to the music video, back to the tattoos, and now had Kyle's own voice to add to the evidence board. And for Bravo, it was gold. Ambiguity is the currency of reality television. Blurred lines keep audiences watching, curiosity keeps fans posting, and Kyle's moment of candor kept the storyline alive. Then came the tabloid storm. Gossip outlets began publishing alleged screenshots of texts between Kyle and Morgan. The messages hinted at jealousy, late-night calls, blurred boundaries, and coded intimacy. Fans dissected the supposed texts, screenshotting and circulating them like digital artifacts. In celebrity culture, rumor often carries the same weight as proof. A screenshot, even without verification, spreads faster than any denial. The alleged texts may have been fake, but they were effective in fueling the public imagination. Behind the gossip came the whispers about Bravo itself. Blogs suggested producers wanted Kyle to pick a lane, either keep her storyline centered on her marriage to Mauricio Umansky, or lean fully into the speculation about Morgan Wade. The ambiguity was great for one season, but Bravo thrives on escalation. Was there an ultimatum? No hard proof has ever surfaced. No contract leaks, no producer memos, but reality TV insiders know how it works. Producers don't need ultimatums. They nudge, they edit, they plant questions, they stretch storylines. What's undeniable is the pattern. Bravo amplifies tension, and Kyle's storyline with Morgan was ripe for that treatment. Whether or not producers pushed for clarity, they certainly benefited from the ambiguity. This is where Kyle's narrative turned contradictory. On one hand, she asked fans and the press to respect her privacy. She called for space, dignity, and compassion during her marital struggles. She painted herself as a woman caught in pain, asking for empathy. On the other hand, she staged highly public stunts, starring as a love interest in a music video, tattooing Morgan Wade on camera, and confessing to curiosity at a reunion. You can't ask for privacy while feeding the machine. Fans noticed. Critics accused Kyle of manipulation. Supporters claimed it was bravery, a woman rewriting her story on her own terms. But either way, the contradiction damaged trust. Kyle's image no longer felt consistent. It felt performative. It felt like PR theater. Fans took the seeds and grew forests. Clips from the music video were turned into TikTok edits with romantic captions. Reunion quotes became viral audio tracks. Gossip blogs churned out blind items claiming Kyle and Morgan were taking secret trips, hiding in hotel rooms, or leaving coded tattoos as signs of loyalty. Most of it was fiction. But in the cycle of celebrity gossip, fiction can feel just as powerful as fact. Here's how it played out. A clip aired. Fans reacted with theories. Blogs published blind items. Mainstream outlets reported on the buzz. Whether or not Kyle and Morgan had crossed lines privately, the public had already decided the story was real. Caught in the storm was Morgan Wade herself. In interviews, she denied any romance. She insisted Kyle was a friend, the video was creative work, and the speculation was unfounded. She wanted to be recognized for her music, gritty, emotional, and deeply personal. But denial doesn't erase headlines. Instead of being known for her artistry, Morgan became defined as Kyle Richards' rumored partner. Industry insiders worried about the branding. Would she be remembered as a rising artist or as tabloid fodder tied to Bravo chaos? For Morgan, the risk wasn't just personal, it was professional. Country music can be unforgiving when artists become attached to scandal. Her credibility as a songwriter was at stake, overshadowed by a Bravo storyline she never asked for. The fallout spread quickly. For Kyle, her image as a devoted wife and mother cracked. Her decades-long marriage to Mauricio Umansky was thrust under harsher scrutiny. Even if Kyle and Morgan were just friends, the optics were messy. Fans asked, if it's innocent, why keep fueling the fire? For her children, the rumors were impossible to avoid. Their mother's alleged relationship dominated headlines, shaping conversations at school and online. family life became collateral damage. For Morgan, music took a back seat. Streams may have risen, but so did tabloid branding. Instead of being the next big country star, she risked being forever linked as Kyle Richards' rumored lover. Both women saw their reputations dented, their careers complicated, and their personal lives reduced to hashtags. And now comes the reality check. For all the gossip, all the memes, all the blind items, here's what we don't have. No divorce filings naming Morgan, no verified screenshots of secret texts, no sworn testimony, no contracts, no direct confirmation of romance. Everything rests on public optics. A video, a tattoo, a reunion comment. Suggestive? Yes. Conclusive? No. This matters. In the court of law, gossip means nothing. In the court of public opinion, gossip is everything. The shady truth isn't about whether Kyle and Morgan were lovers. It's about how ambiguity and manipulation built a narrative without a shred of hard proof. While Kyle Richards was fueling rumors with tattoos, music videos, and reunion confessions, her husband Mauricio Umansky was fighting a very different battle. One that played out not just on Bravo, but on Netflix. For years, Mauricio was known as Kyle's steady partner. The luxury real estate mogul who built the agency, the husband who stood by her side through thick and thin. But in 2023, when whispers about Kyle and Morgan Wade reached a boiling point, Mauricio found himself caught in a strange tug-of-war between silence and subtle denial. On his Netflix series Buying Beverly Hills, Mauricio leaned heavily into the image of a devoted family man. The show was peppered with clips of him with his daughters, discussing legacy, marriage, and values. His messaging was clear. The Umansky family unit was unshakable. But off Netflix and back in the Bravo universe, the picture was very different. Kyle was on camera getting tattoos with Morgan, admitting curiosity at reunions, and dancing around questions with a smirk that Bravo cameras happily replayed in slow motion. Mauricio never publicly exploded, never lashed out, never gave a soundbite that tabloids could twist into a smoking gun. Instead, his denial was quiet. When pressed about cheating or separation, he insisted nothing scandalous was happening, just the natural growing pains of a long marriage. But then came Dancing with the Stars. Mauricio signed on for season 32, paired with professional dancer Emma Slater. Clips of their chemistry on the dance floor went viral. Fans noted the lingering hand placements, the tight embraces after routines, the body language that seemed a little too comfortable. The rumor mill flipped. While Kyle was accused of having a secret relationship with Morgan, Mauricio was suddenly accused of having one with his dance partner. Neither affair was ever confirmed, but the optics, Kyle and Morgan's tattoos on one side, Mauricio and Emma's samba rehearsals on the other, created a bizarre split-screen PR war. Two parallel storylines, two networks, two narratives, all orbiting around one fractured Beverly Hills marriage. Mauricio clung to the happy family message, often posting smiling vacation photos with his daughters, while Kyle's Bravo edits highlighted secrecy, tension, and curiosity about someone else. The result was whiplash for viewers. On Netflix, Mauricio was the loyal husband. On Bravo, Kyle was the curious wife. And somewhere in between, the marriage became a storyline neither could fully control. And finally, why does this story matter so much? Why do fans dissect every tattoo, every glance, every cryptic Instagram post? The answer lies in parasocial bonds. Kyle Richards has been in viewers' living rooms for more than a decade. Audiences watched her raise her daughters, feud with her sisters, struggle in her marriage, and sip champagne at countless Beverly Hills parties. Over time, fans began to feel like they know her. She's not just a reality star, she's a familiar character in the ongoing soap opera of their own lives. So, when Kyle's behavior shifts, new tattoos, new friendships, new hints of desire, fans don't just observe. They react as though a friend or family member has changed. The investment is personal, even though the relationship is entirely one-sided. Now add Morgan Wade into that mix. A country artist with a devoted but relatively small following suddenly found herself in Bravo Nation's crosshairs. She wasn't prepared for the obsessive scrutiny. The side-by-side photo comparisons, the blind item gossip, the relentless TikTok theories. For Morgan, this wasn't parasocial. It was invasive. She wanted to be known for her music, her voice, her grit. Instead, she became a supporting character in someone else's reality TV storyline. And that's the larger truth. This was never just about Kyle and Morgan, it's about the machinery of celebrity. the way reality TV blurs performance and personal life until the line disappears. It's about the hunger for scandal, the way fans feed on drama like oxygen. And it's about the scars left behind when real people, with real families and careers, get swallowed by a storyline they can't control. In Beverly Hills, curiosity becomes controversy, and controversy becomes commerce. So, what's the verdict? Yes, the shady elements are undeniable. The tattoos, the music video, the word curious, the contradictions between privacy requests and public stunts. Those are facts. But no, there is no confirmed affair, no verified texts, no direct evidence. The real shady truth is the cycle itself. Bravo's editing, Kyle's contradictory PR moves, tabloid exaggerations, and fans willing to turn suggestion into conspiracy. The cost was real, careers dented, reputations questioned, and families pulled into a gossip storm they never asked for. The call to action is simple. When watching celebrity narratives, check the receipts. Look for what's proven. Treat anonymous sources with suspicion. And remember, gossip is not truth. In Beverly Hills, even friendships become storylines. Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade's connection shows us how easily curiosity turns into controversy, and how quickly rumor can overshadow reality.